Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and today we are gonna be playing with some cat eye and a butterfly wing. Absolutely fantastic nail art, especially that we have layered it so much. Have a preview of it in here. I love those color shifts and I hope you really enjoy learning how to achieve this look, so let's start. Another pretty design with the cat eye. Look at those color shifts, absolutely fantastic. And to achieve this look, you need to paint the ombre first of all. So we are gonna do it some pretty colors, and I've got yellow. I'm gonna do it straight away on all of them. And the yellow is 198. Turquoise, and this one is 202 after 8. And when I'm doing it on the client, I would do it just like a small drop in the middle as well. Then 238. Purple one is a purple rain, 242. And then spiky blue, which is 237. Okay, so just a small scoops of it. And then we are gonna grab the tweezer and a sponge. I have used this sponge before, that's why it has some colors in there. It kind of transfer from your tip. And then we are just tapping in. You've got clean parts of the sponge and you've got dirty parts of the sponge. So whenever you work on a client, you can also cut the sponge to the size of the nail. This is a best way how you can do it, like is working with the same size. And make sure you do have your sponge gripped properly, like the better you hold it, the nicer results you will get. Okay, this one is done. I'm gonna cure it. And then just the same in here. And also depending on the gel polishes you choose, some of them are more pigmented, some of them are less pigmented. For those pastel-y looks, I would pick up the neon colors. That's why I pick up the darker colors, and obviously the longer you play it, like a little bit up and down as well, the nicer blend you will get. But definitely the pigmentation of your gel polish is crucial for the success of those ombre. If I would wanted it more intense, you can sprinkle it with acrylic powder before curing, and that will give you even better results, like much stronger. But I don't wanted it to be strong, I wanted it to be pastel-y for this design. This is also how I'm storing my sponges, because this one will be just perfect for ombre because the sponge already drink it some of that gel polish. And then we are gonna go with the cat eye. So the cat eye I have actually worked with was this one, and that's a Moonlight Magic. I'm gonna try to go nice and slow with my cat eye because you want to distribute it really even. You want to make sure there is no air bubbles, and you know, sometimes when we painting, like if we too fast, it's not gonna look that nice. So I have slowed it down as much as I could. And now I'm coming in with the magnet to make this effect nice and strong. Again, I don't want to rush this process, so I like to come up usually about 2, sometimes even 3 times if I'm not 100% satisfied. Like the longer you play with it, the stronger it goes. Okay, so I have moved everything to the middle, now coming in from underneath and coming in from the top. Perfect. I'm happy with this one, nice and strong. And you want to kind of show a little bit of those ombre as well underneath. Okay, happy with this one. Nice and slow. And you know, without of ombre underneath, it will look completely different. So doing this ombre is definitely crucial to achieve the exact same results. And getting those white, like you want to have those white lines in quite a lot of places, but at the same time showing the ombre a little bit. Perfect. Okay, the cat eye needs to be cured for 60 seconds because that's a full cure for the cat eye. And then I'm just going with the UV cleanser to remove the excess of the inhibition layer. You don't want to be playing with the inhibition layer. And also that will allow me to put the magic chrome over it. So straight away going into my cat eye.
Magic chrome.
Magic chrome. Yes, magic chrome. And it's showing this ombre from underneath. Look at this. Okay, I'm not gonna finish rubbing it in because my curing time is very important here. We'll perfect them in a second. Okay, so I'm always bringing in the chrome first, like with the touches. Touch, touch, touch. And then wrap this in. Okay, now I can just perfect my chrome because the chrome looks nicest if there is no excess of it, if there is no loose particles of the chrome. Okay, so that's when it looks the most shiny and the most chromy. And then after creating, oh, not happy with this one. So I had an empty space, I just bring it in, attach more chrome in there. And then the next step is to grab your black gel with the touch of top coat.
Why are you at the top coat?
Because we are gonna use some chrome. And for chrome you get a nicest results like with the high shine. What I'm doing is I'm just going over the edges with the D-liner brush. Okay, and now we are gonna pull some butterfly wings. And another one. See, I've got too much top coat now, so painting is more difficult. That's why I didn't want to paint it just with the top coat. First of all, guys, you wouldn't see it. And then secondly, the top coat is behaving different. Okay, so that's my butterfly wing. Very simple one. 60 seconds cure. And definitely the D-liner brush is a game changer when it comes to outlining like this. And even the butterfly wing design, like, I mean, I cannot imagine doing it with any other brush. Those kind of outlines used to take me ages with the small brush. And another one. Okay, that's plenty. Cure it again. And this one is ready. So I'm just gonna take gold chrome and wrap this in. It's gonna stick in only to the black because we've got already some chrome on the other parts. Okay, do it the same in here. I actually love this cat eye with the ombre. I also even thinking maybe I should get it on my nails. I believe, guys, or not, no, I'm lying. I had one cat eye gel polish on my nails. I am very tempted to kind of go for those similar look and then maybe put something white over it or some sparkle. This one went a bit uneven. So just thicken it up. It's so shiny that sometimes it's hard to paint over it, so you have to pick up the good angles. There we are, and then bring in some chrome over this one. I love them so much. High Shine No Wipe Top Gel to protect the entire design. But look at those colors. Like, I mean, it looks like it's from a fairy tale. We should call it a fairy wings. Yeah. Fairy wings with magic chrome. I honestly love it. I think I could wear it on my nails, like. And then wrap the chrome in over the last one. So just pretty ones. Let me know, guys, if you tried the magic chrome and how you liked it, because I am insanely in love with it, and we definitely gonna do more designs with those magic chrome. Like, I think it's just magic. And then give it a cure, and I can show you all of them together, because I think that's always change the look. It looks much nicer. So this one is a size 5, so that goes as a ring finger. I cannot wait to put them on, like for a picture. That's the index finger. Take my time, don't touch the top coat too soon, it needs to cool down. And then the middle finger, that's how they look. And I will show you again different angles. Wow. This cat eye shifts, and we've got some ombre visible as well. Absolutely stunning. And if you liked it, guys, you can share it as well so the others can see it. I'm sending you huge glittery hacks and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!